Welcome everybody. I am Chrono7654.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and we were just discussing that there are two truths of this world. That is, the magic nipples, when done by Captain Falcon, and the Falcon Punch in the anime. I can quote that entire scene in Japanese.
I believe it. But yeah, no, those are the only things really. Those are the truth. Those are the only things really you can. When times are darkest, when the world is falling apart, you can't trust anyone. You know, Captain Falcon is gonna do the magic nipples bit really well, and he's gonna give the Falcon a universally shattering fucking Falcon Punch.
Yeah, the universal Falcon Punch. What was it? A universe, or it was like he shattered the Milky Way.
Yeah, like split it in half.
Yeah. But there is an end time, and at the end of time, you see Captain Falcon's nipples.
They're high resolution.
Maybe this needs to be in like Final Spaghetti or something. I don't know. Maybe I can rewrite something.
This definitely sounds lore worthy.
Well, Billy Mays was God in Final Spaghetti, so is Captain Falcon's nipples like the beginning of time is the left nipple and the end of time is the right nipple?
Yeah, that's each side of the universe.
Yeah, I don't even remember how it was like in Ren and Stimpy how it looked exactly. I don't remember what he did with his nipples. I just remember the magic nipples. He like
I don't either.
Yeah, he like grabbed them and like flicked his nipples up or something, and then like it like created this like illusion or something.
I'm looking it up right now. Ren and Stimpy magic nipples.
Well, the thing is, that's like that's so ridiculous. I used to not really like get Ren and Stimpy, but I think I'm starting to get it more.
Oh yeah, it's all about just not taking anything seriously in the slightest.
Chill yet crazy somehow.
1000%. Right, the magic nipple is just like this weird rubber thing.
Yeah, it's like what is going on there? Yeah.
That's a good way of putting most Ren and Stimpy. What is going on there?
Yeah, well, like I actually initially my parents didn't actually let me watch it because they thought it was like inappropriate, which I didn't really get because when I watched it, I thought it was like fine, you know, like so I didn't really get to like watch much of it. I just like watched like a bunch of like Rocco's Modern Life back then.
Fair.
I do love that series. Have you ever seen much of that series?
No, but I've heard nothing but glowing things.
Oh, it's a really good one. It's a really good one. That one's a classic for me. Honestly, that was like my SpongeBob. Honestly, because everyone knows SpongeBob, but for me that was kind of like my SpongeBob. I watched a bunch of that one, so I do need to watch. Yeah.
Sorry, I watched a fuck ton of Total Drama Island.
I didn't know you did. I didn't know you did.
When I was little, I watched a lot of Teletoon, like almost exclusively, and that was like their most popular show because it was a Canadian channel and that's a Canadian show.
Yeah.
And it was always reruns of the first season, and I don't know, I caught it every day after school, fucking like 2 or 3 episodes a day.
I don't think it's funny. I don't think we've ever talked about this because I've also watched a bunch of that. I don't think we've ever mentioned it ever.
I don't think so, but that's hilarious because that show's great.
Yeah, like the first one I like. It got like diminishing returns as it went, but I actually do like the first one still.
Yeah, that first one's still entertaining. It has some. It kind of holds up. I watched it recently.
Yeah, it holds up in like a classic way, like a classic early 2000s thing, because it's like very early 2000s when you watch it.
Totally. I watched a lot of 16 as well. I don't remember that one as well. But I remember watching it a lot.
As did I! We've never talked about this. I can't believe we never talked about this. I watched a bunch of that too.
You watch like Jimmy Two Shoes?
You bet, dude.
The kid's imaginary foster home of monsters or whatever.
Not as much of that one.
Oh man.
Yeah,
fucking Jimmy Two Shoes, man.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Two Shoes. Oh man, that's just like. Oh man, that was like chill, but it was also like the first. What was his name? Halloween. It's like what you call like the first Western tsundere I could see. Or no, yandere. What I'm saying. I always get those terms confused. Even though I review ASMR, I get like those terms confused all the time.
That's an interesting It's an interesting comparison.
Look, now what's he doing?
The abyss of nothingness.
I can't even tell.
Yeah, I didn't. I watched that a lot, but it's kind of weird because it came out later. Like I watched it like right when it came out, and then it kind of like went away from it. Yeah, because it came out later. Because I remember I saw that right when it was new. And then I kind of like got onto like Naruto and like anime and whatnot, and then I kind of like drifted from that. So I don't remember it as well as like Total Drama Island or like Fairly Odd Parents and whatnot. Yeah, and I kind of didn't watch SpongeBob as much. I'm not sure why, because SpongeBob's on everything, but like it just seemed to like not appear as much for me. So I've seen SpongeBob, but I'm not like the guy who can like quote like every one of like the first 3 seasons or whatever.
Yeah, I watched it a lot because we got Netflix like really early on when it was a streaming thing. Like I remember telling my friends about it, and they had no clue what I was talking about. And then a month later, they were like, "You have Netflix?" I'm like, "I told you." But fucking. Yeah, I watched the first like 5 seasons of SpongeBob in like a week because that was on Netflix, and that was the only thing I was allowed to watch that I cared about. So I watched. I think that's the first time I ever binge watched a show, actually.
Yeah, like the thing is, the first thing I technically binge watched was Naruto because that's the first show I watched like on my own. Everything I watched before was on like regular TV, so it just showed up whenever it did.
Yeah.
So I just like watched Naruto, and then I got into that, and I got way too into that. But it is what it is. So, it is good because like Naruto is like kind of like when I began to like grow up.
Yeah, I feel that with South Park, because around like middle school, I binged all of South Park, and that was one of the first shows I watched all of. And it really, I actually am just binging it again right now. I've almost gone through the whole show. And it really is amazing how much of my humor and how much of like my taste of things in general just comes from that show.
It's pretty funny how much of like the way I criticize, like if I watch anime and the way I criticize it now, still comes from me back in the day ranting about Fruit Ninja War. A lot.
Totally.
It is. Well, it is very funny because I did watch recently Demon Slayer, which is like this ridiculously popular new anime, and I made like a video about it on my channel where I like had some criticisms about it because it's like the best-selling thing ever at the moment. Like the movie that came out, it's like the best-selling movie in Japan or something. Like the anime was like rivaling the One Piece anime in terms of like sales and whatnot. It's like it's so popular, it's kind of ridiculous. So
I've heard people talk about it.
Yeah. Like we can do that. Like I made like a video on my channel where I gave some criticism, but yeah, like we can do that if you want. I mean, just because it's like on the topic actually, because me or the author of Berserk passed like a week ago. You still have not seen anything of Berserk?
Nope.
Okay, good. Because what I was actually thinking is we would commentate it, and we would make that your first time seeing it. So
I'm down.
Yeah, so you would have a raw reaction.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so...
How long is it again?
25 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, so... Not like I'm saying we're gonna like do it like immediately, but it's just something I had in mind.
Yeah, totally. I'm just thinking because like... I'm thinking I could probably do that when I move back. We could just do that in person then.
Sure. Yeah. That'd be good. It probably would be best if if we did it in person. We can binge it, we can do whatever. Yeah. Daryl said he was up for that because he really likes Berserk, so yeah. Yeah, but so we'll do that, and no spoilers, raw, and you'll get to see it for what it is. And I just won't say anything because I'm very sensitive about Berserk spoilers. I don't let anyone spoil it. I'm like very strict about it. So.
Well, good. I don't like spoilers.
Yeah, because I went in unspoiled, and was not disappointed. I just say Berserk really good, but I just won't say anything else about it because just get your raw take. You'll get your raw take. It'll be
Totally. Cowboy Bebop wouldn't have hit nearly as well if I had known like the plot or key moments beforehand.
Yeah, that'll be a good one to do. That was that's on the list because I think we would do that well. But
like the first time I saw that, like the shower reveal with the guy with the titties.
yeah,
I was like, whoa, this is the '90s and they're doing that. I was like, fucking. I was like, I mean, that is a crazy reveal. That is the last thing I expected. I mean, I expected it, but I didn't expect they would show raw titty on screen. I was quite surprised.
I'm trying to think. I don't think they showed the nipples or whatever. I think they showed most of it, but
I maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I remember they definitely showed all of it.
well, it's been a while. I remember it being censored, but I just haven't seen it in a long time because a lot of times it's censored if it's like aired on TV. But Bebop was like an adult show, I think. Like it aired on like adult networks, so they could if they wanted to, I think. But yeah, I just haven't seen Bebop in a long time. I probably need to rewatch Bebop, get myself acclimated with it because yeah,
Rewatch it.
Bebop is very rewatchable. I actually only watched it once. I never rewatched it, and it's kind of a shame I have. But
Same. It's a great show.